Morning. I am Teresa Rampula with She Media New York and Ferry Ads. And today we are speaking with Linda Baran, who's the president and CEO of the Staten Island Chamber of Commerce. Good morning, Linda.
Hey, good morning, Teresa. Thanks for having me today.
No, thank you so much for taking the time. I know you're busy with meetings and phone calls and cyber meetings, so I appreciate you taking the time to speak with us today. So I'll get right into it. My first question is just about the chamber. As a proud chamber member, I've been looking at your regular emails and information regarding the PPP, business loans, as well as your webinars like Access to Capital. It seems like the chamber was very kind of well prepared to switch over to remote assistance and guidance for the chamber members. Is this something you had as a contingency plan or as a worst case scenario, or are you guys just that good and that quick?
I don't know about that good and that quick, but we've been working internally on kind of changing some of the systems that we have in place. So we have a better email system now. We have the ability. We have wonderful staff on board that actually can execute these webinars pretty seamlessly. So we've been fortunate enough to have a combination of the right technology in place because we just updated all of our technology, and in addition to that, staff that's been really, really effective.
Yeah, it was great. Actually, as I mentioned before, it was the first thing I read this morning was information from you guys. So, what would be? I know that you are, the spokesperson for the local businesses and our community. What would be your recommendation to local businesses right now, just as far as what they should be doing during this time of quarantine? If the business.
I mean, I think initially, and we're seeing it a lot, is, everybody's kind of in triage. They're trying to figure out, I'm not bringing in income. What can I do? How do I manage my employees? Do I need to lay people off? Do work share programs, furlough? What grants are available? I would suggest that, if you haven't already, you really need to be speaking to your attorneys and your CPAs, because they are the most versed in, some of these specific issues when it especially comes to, employees. And it also comes to, some of the information that you have to use to prepare when you put together these loan applications. Because I think sometimes people look at the loan applications and they think they don't qualify. We've seen a lot of independent contractors who have had problems with the application because they don't take a paycheck. However, there is a schedule that they submit with their income taxes, and they may be eligible. So, kind of not just assuming that you're not, and making sure that you're talking to professional people. I do think, though, we have to kind of pivot. We have to pivot to, okay, we're in this crisis right now. What is my business going to look like moving forward? And we need to start thinking about reimagining what business is going to be like post-pandemic, and use the downtime, if you do have downtime, depending on what type of business you are, to plan for that.
Yeah, we've been doing that through She Media, looking at some marketing plan campaigns and kind of figuring out what it's going to look like, as far as their marketing, their business plan, and some businesses are even changing, what products and services they're providing after, kind of using this pandemic as a guide of, what people need the most. So speaking with local businesses, obviously that's wonderful to know that they should be looking for these loans and this government assistance, even if you think that it's not. But looking for information on city programs, where would be the best way to look? The best place?
I mean, I always tell everybody to come to us at the chamber, because we kind of act as a hub and we can direct you. A lot of people get confused with, what the city provides, what the SBA provides. That's more a federal kind of opportunity. So there are different organizations. There are a lot of local organizations that help. So we have a business solutions center on Staten Island that helps with city issues. We have the SBA, we have the SBDC, the Women's Outreach Center on Staten Island, SCORE. They are all affiliated with the SBA. So there's a lot of help out there that people don't know about. So I always say, ask. It doesn't hurt to ask. Contact the chamber. We'll point you in the right direction. And it depends. It might be, an entity that can help you. It could be even somebody else in the chamber. We have a great network of experts in like almost every field. So it's really like we have 600 members, and there's a lot of expertise within the network itself.
Yeah, it feels like as a Staten Island business and born in Staten Island, that it's such a close-knit community that it's great that we could call, contact the chamber and get the information we need. And if you don't have it, that you and your team are great as far as kind of guiding us on where to go, working with the local agencies as well. I think that's great. And I do think that that whole community mindset on Staten Island is definitely an asset to the businesses, because we could go to you and say, Linda, can you recommend, someone that can help me or guide me through this whole process? So it's wonderful to have that and have that through the chamber. Do you have any suggestions on, I think when we come out of this, there's going to be a group of people that are like really excited and let's get going. And there's some people who are kind of put that toe in the water and feel the temperature first. Suggestions on how to keep their passion with their businesses during this time of quarantine. I know that we can get a lot of information from your website and from your daily emails, which are great, but just personally, how would you suggest for the local businesses of which you're part of their family as well, to keep that passion when they come back out?
I think really thinking about, why did I start my business to begin with? Where was my passion, and kind of going back to your roots and just reimagining, the shift in the environment, and how you can still take that to another level. It's not going to be easy for everybody. I mean, depending on what type of business you are. I think one of the smart things to do right now is to follow, if you have, depending on what industry you are, there's a lot of industry groups out there. There's a lot of trends, information. It's really kind of doing a lot of research and educating yourself on kind of what coming back looks like. But what I find with most businesses is when they're passionate about their business, they really want it to succeed, and they don't want to let go. So I think people will be looking to figure out, how can I come back? What's the most productive way of me coming back? How can I reimagine what I'm doing so that it's still relevant? It's not going to be easy, but I do think that what I see on Staten Island with a lot of our, entrepreneurs is that they not only do they care about what they do, they care about their customers. And I think that, a lot of them, you'll even hear them say, I want to get back because I really want to help my customers. I want to make sure that I can take care of these people that have been taken care of, as long as I've been in business for.
I've seen that. I've seen a lot of businesses start drives and things like that
Yeah.
to help out the medical professionals. And I've always felt, and one of the things that I talk about when I'm working with someone's marketing or their business planning is, if you believe in your product or service and you are passionate about it, people will believe in it as well. So yeah, I completely agree with that. Linda, I don't want to take any more of your time, so I thank you for sharing your day with us. And yes, I look forward to being at a chamber event or a chamber mixer or the anniversary celebration. So hopefully soon this will end and we could all be together and celebrate our community, our Staten Island community once again. So my best to you and the chamber, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Teresa. Hopefully when all of this passes, we'll start to have a little bit more fun, and really I look forward to the business community coming back stronger than ever.
Me too. Have a great day, Linda.
All right, you too. Bye-bye now.